Hi everyone, I'm Rita Lavon and welcome to my channel at LaBille Share. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, and if you're not already a subscriber, I ask that you click on the red box in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you all are here. Today's video is going to be about the holiday season that we are currently in. And is going to be about the term passing the baton. So all of this stems from a post that I actually saw on social media. So I want to first start by reading you that so we can kind of set the scene and just, know what the topic is for today, okay? So the post says, our elders are aging. It's time for the young folks to start carrying the torch for hosting family functions, recipes, cooking, etc. I love this post, okay? So I actually shared this on my Instagram and I put some words with it. So I actually added to this and I said, listen, screenshot this and share. Your mama, grandma, aunts, etc. have cooked for far too long and they are tired. It's time for the next generation to step up. And then I said in quotations, get your house in order, as the old folks say. So listen, let's talk about it, okay? So when it comes to things of that nature, I completely agree with it. You have to think about your family, of course. So it depends upon your age and how old the people in your family are, and who does the cooking, But for a lot of people, it definitely, for the holidays, it definitely leans upon the older generation. So your mother, your aunts, your grandma, your whomever it may be, look at them this holiday season and ask yourself, are they tired? Are they okay? Do they need more help? Is there something I can do? Should I take this over? Should the younger generation take this over? And ask yourself those questions and really think about the situation that your family members may be in as they prepare for this holiday season. Because if you come from one of those families where the elders are still doing everything, ask yourself why your generation or whichever generation that, could be doing it, ask yourself why they're not doing it. And I know that we are living in an inflation time, okay? Everything is expensive. I understand that. But somebody has to do it. Or either a group of people can do it. Because what happens is, once those people are long and gone, who's going to pick up the slack? Who's going to have that baton and pass it on to the next person? And are they prepared for that? Are you and your cousins or you and your siblings or whoever it may be, are you all prepared for that? Because one of the important things about family is actually having family gatherings. It's really important. Even if you don't have them often, even if it's only during the holiday season, it's a responsibility. And if you, get together on Thanksgiving or Christmas every year, even if it's just those 2 days, that's still important. And it's something that you want to continue. But ask yourself, are you ready? Look at the people in your family who are currently doing those type of things and what type of situation are they in? Are they married? Do they live in a house? Are they prepared for those type of things? And ask yourself, one of the things that I don't think some people realize, especially people who may not believe in like marriage, is that marriage isn't just, being in love. There's so many other things involved in it. But when you talk about being married and having a house and being able to have a family gathering, that speaks volumes. That's something that your children can think back on. Well, yeah, my mom and my dad, they would always have a gathering once a year, or, you pay attention to that. Or if your parents never had a gathering, whose house did you go to? It's like, oh yeah, my grandma would do this, or my granddad or my aunt or my uncle. And It means something. It symbolizes something. Having your own is extremely important. And if you don't have your own, ask yourself why. Because a lot of times we like to make excuses. You know, as I said, okay, yeah, we're living in an inflation time, sure. But it comes and goes. This ain't the first time inflation is been here, and it's not the last. Things go up and down. Yeah, housing prices may be up, but one day it's going to even out because it always does. It's life, you know. It's ups, it's downs, it's twists and it's turns. And when you are on that uphill, why is it that you are not prepared at that point? You know, we love to make this excuse as I don't have the money. It's about having your house in order. So when I say things like that, I'm talking about being prepared for when that season comes and when that baton needs to be passed, you're prepared for it. You're not still, you know, living in an apartment. You're not still, you know, my credit is bad and, you know, I don't have enough money, or you're not still, oh, well, I can't. But why can't you? Think about the decisions that you've made in your life, because it shouldn't just be on one person to do a family gathering. It should be a group effort if needed or if wanted. Because, you know, some people, when they cook, they don't like help, and that's fine. But why is it that that only person is prepared? What if that person gets sick? Or what if that person just doesn't feel like it one year? Are you going to be prepared to do that? Is your house in order? Do you have enough money in your savings account to do that? You know, why aren't you prepared for that? Because, you know, we can't keep making the excuses of, I don't have it. Why? We're not, you know, 18 anymore, okay? We grown around here, okay? And if you grown, you need to be doing grown things. And that includes gatherings. Somebody has to continue it. Think about that last name and continue that tradition on. And look here, tradition is what you make it. So just because auntie and grandma and mama and whoever did one thing doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. You can make it your own. I have this saying, and it goes, when you have your own, you can create your own. And it is so wonderful to be able to live in a house, to be married. You and your husband have the same last name. Let me tell you something. I still get a giggle out of saying my husband. I don't care how many years it's been. I love being able to say my husband because it means something. It has purpose. That's my husband, and I'm his wife. Our home, that means something. We have the same last name. There's representation. That means something. It's something to be proud of. And when you have a gathering, it's going to give you that same feeling. Being able to present something in your house that is a representation of what you and your spouse or your children, being able to invite your family into a safe place, to be able to create memories. Because people are going to remember, and there may be certain things that you and your spouse create during that gathering that family members will leave and they will remember you by. And that is so wonderful. Because think about something in your childhood or whenever it may have been where you went to a gathering and it was just a warm, fuzzy feeling. And here's the thing. If you can't come up with that warm, fuzzy feeling, create your own. Invite who you want to invite. You know, people do the whole Friendsgiving thing. Do that. You know, do it for whomever it is that fits into what works for you. Because maybe it's not a family gathering. Maybe it's a friends gathering. Maybe it's whomever it may be. But create something that is yours. And work towards that. Because as I said, the older generation is not going to be here forever. We know you love your mama, your grandma, your aunties, and whoever. But the gag is, they're not going to be here forever. And are you going to be ready for the baton to be passed to you? And there's so many ways that I can take this conversation, but I think I've said enough for now. And while you're here and before you go, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye-bye.